What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight, alright, coming back to Tool. Yes, indeed, Tool fans feeling you. Come on now. Here we go. Before we go any further, for those of you who are feeling inclined to doing all the clicks and the likes and the bibbity-boobity bop, do me a favor before you do all that stuff. Please watch the whole video first, okay? Give me a chance to actually earn those clicks and likes. Now, after the video's done, if you still feel like doing all those clicks and likes, then by all means, feel free to click away. This comes as a request from Supervised Chaos, and this is actually Supervised Chaos's prioritized request for the month of December for being a Silver Tier member on the Patreon page. So, here you go, Chaos. Hope you enjoy the show, man. Supervised Chaos wanted to see me react to this. It is Tool with a tune called Third Eye.
If you think you're psychic, maybe you are.
Now, have I heard this song before? No, I have not. To the best of my knowledge, this does not resonate with me in any way, shape, or form. However, there's always a possibility I may have heard this song in passing and I just don't realize it. So as always, if I start listening to the song and I suddenly go, wait a second, I've heard this song before, I'll let you know.
That's the truth.
You know me, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Let's see, this was posted by Tool, shocking, and the video has 3.4 million views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. Tool, Third Eye. Short, sweet, and to the point. I was reading the comments when I did the filming list post, where I post up, what's going to be coming in the coming month, and I can't help but notice that a number of commenters all said, not word for word the same thing, but the general message was there. Tool, Third Eye. Good luck counting this one, DH. Oh boy. Well, I mean, they have written some songs that have really thrown me for a loop, so I don't know. We'll see how I do on counting this one. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
See, I think drugs have done some good things for us. I really do. And if you don't believe drugs have done good things for us, do me a favor. Go home tonight, take all your albums, all your tapes, and all your CDs and burn them. Because you know what? The musicians who made all that great music that's enhanced your lives throughout the years, real fucking high on drugs.
Something tells me we're in 6/8. 5, 6, 4, 5, 6. There goes Danny with the polyrhythms.
Today, a young man on acid realized that all matter is merely energy condensed to a slow vibration, that we are all one consciousness experiencing itself subjectively. There's no such thing as death. Life is only a dream, and we're the imagination of ourselves. Here's Tom with the weather. It's not a war on drugs, it's a war on
Danny already doing some pretty amazing things. So the song is in 6/8 from what I'm gathering, from what I'm hearing. But I also cannot help but notice that hi-hat. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Counting a straight 3/4 time signature over that 6/8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. While the hi-hat, just the hi-hat. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Tool doing Tool things. Here we go again. I need to back up a little bit. They're doing something really cool here. So, the main drum pattern, the meat and potatoes of the drum pattern is 6/8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You got the hi-hat doing a straight 3/4. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now here's where things get really interesting. Bass player, I think it's Justin at this point in time. I think Justin Chancellor was the bass player at this point in time. He is following the 6/8 pattern with what he's playing. Doom, boom, doom, 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 doom. He's following rhythmically the 6/8. Adam, on the flip side, his guitar playing is following the 3/4 pattern. This 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And at the same time, and this is where things get really weird, Maynard's vocal delivery is straddling both. The first half of his vocal phrase is following the 3/4, but the second half of his vocal phrase rhythmically is following the 6/8. So everybody's contributing in some way to both directions. You've got the main drum pattern and Justin very dedicated to the 6/8. You've got the hi-hat on the drums with Adam very dedicated to the 3/4. And then you got Maynard straddling and going both directions. Man, that is some good stuff right there. The way they delegate it is pretty awesome. And yet somehow making it all come together, which is amazing. now you got Adam going to 4-4. So now you got Adam going and doing 4-4, while the rest of the band's following that 6-8 pattern. So the rest of the band, Justin and Danny are following that 6-8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. While Adam is soloing in 4-4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and over the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Man, and it works. It works. I love it when bands put the 3 against the 4. I love it. So many bands have tried, and not every band has succeeded. I mean, I'll probably say more bands have failed than succeeded when it comes to making that like a staple of their sound, like one of their signatures. What the first band that comes to mind is Soilwork. They're the first band that comes to mind as far as bands who have had great success putting the 3 against the 4 and making it work consistently. But Tool is definitely in that conversation, though. They don't do it as often as Soilwork does. Soilwork, you can guarantee every album that they put out, I would say, let's say there's 10 songs on the album. I can guarantee you minimum 3 songs will do that. At least, usually more. Oh God. When they released The Living Infinite, that song, good Lord, there was 20 songs on that album, and I think 14 songs out of the 20 had a point somewhere in the song. Out of 14 songs had at some point the 3 against the 4, or there were songs that had the 3 against the 4 through the majority of the song, through a few of them. But Tool's definitely in the conversation when it comes to bands that have had success making the 3 and the 4 work against each other successfully and sound good. It's not an easy thing to do, but when you can pull it off, it sounds good. It really does. And they're doing a fine job of it on this one for sure. It has stayed dominantly 6-8. You've had some elements of 4-4, you've had some elements of 3-4, but the song is dominantly in 6-8. So we haven't really switched up from that 6-8 at all. And that's okay. The grooves have changed. The drum patterns have changed slightly here and there. Accents have changed. Attacks have changed. So it's keeping it, for right now, it's keeping it fresh. I know we're 6 minutes in, and we got almost 8 more minutes to go. I mean, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. There's potential for this to get stale. There is potential. But knowing what Danny Carey is capable of, knowing what Justin's capable of doing with him, I don't see that happening. I could be wrong, but I don't see this song getting stale. So we'll have to see. Let's see how this goes. They are in 4-4. So we switched up to 4-4 here. Okay. I wasn't sure. I had a feeling, but I wasn't sure until just now. 1, 4. Nice.
Shrouding all the ground around me is this holy crow above me, black as holes within a memory, blue as our new second sun. I stick my hand into the shadow and pull the pieces from the sand, which I attempt to reassemble. Just who I might have been. I do not recognize the vessel, but the eyes seem so familiar, like phosphorescent desert buttons, singing one familiar song.
It could be. Okay, so here we go again. 3 against the 4. It could be counted as 4-4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. But underneath that, I'm feeling 6-8, 6-8, 4-8. I'm counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1 and 2 and 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1 and 2 and. That's what I'm feeling. I mean, I don't know about anybody else. I mean, like I said, you can count this straight 4-4. No problem. It'll work. It'll absolutely work. But I'm feeling that 6-8, 6-8, 4-8. See what you think.
I do not recognize the vessel, but the eyes seem so familiar, like phosphorescent desert buttons, singing one familiar song.
This is 3-4 or 6-8. Take your pick. 4, 5, 1, 4, 1, 1. Either way works. Go 3-4 or 6-8, and they both work equally. Ooh. Back to that 4-4 against the 6-8 again. Almost 14 minutes. And I was not bored once. I was not bored one single time. I was always I'm not going to lie, there were a couple of times where I was starting to give a little, like I was starting to lean toward, okay, well, let's move along. And then just as I was starting to feel that, they did something to flip the script and get me reinvested again. Tool doing Tool things. That should be the title for this video. That should honestly be the title for this video. Tool doing Tool things. All right, let me get my thoughts together. It's going to take a little while, so bear with me. I'll see you in the review, and we'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was Tool with Third Eye. This was a request from Supervised Chaos. And this was actually Supervised Chaos's prioritized request for the month of December for being a silver tier member on the Patreon page. So, there you go, Chaos. Hope you enjoyed the show. Okay, I was expecting to be sitting here for about 20 minutes or so thinking about this, trying to come up with a score. And I gotta be honest with you, folks, I think it took me less than 5 minutes. It did not take me long at all. We saved a little time, which is kind of nice. But let's get to the score, and you'll see how I came up with the score so easily. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm gonna give that an 8.8. 8.8. I feel good about that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
Okay, first things first, an 8.8. What does that mean? Well, an 8.8 would translate to a great skill rating because overall, I think this is a great song. It would also get 4 out of 5 stars and an A letter grade. Yeah, an A. So there you go, an 8.8, great skill rating, 4 out of 5 stars, and an A letter grade. Now, how did I come up with that score? So glad you asked. Okay, notationally, chordally, is the song impressive? No, it's not. It's pretty linear. I mean, it doesn't really move around a whole lot as far as chordal progression goes, or as far as melodic lines go, or notation goes. It doesn't really move around a whole lot. It stays pretty close to home. So there's not a whole lot of movement there. So there's not a whole lot of intrigue there. Okay, it could be very easy with a song like this from a chordal progression standpoint, from a notational line standpoint, from a melodic line standpoint, a harmonic line standpoint, a counter melodic line standpoint. It could be very easy to fall into the doldrums with a song like this that is over 13, almost 14 minutes long. And it doesn't really move around a whole lot on a notational level. It can be very easy to fall into the doldrums and just spin around and spin around and spin around and spin around until eventually, we might hit a whirlpool and get sucked down into the depths. So it's very easy for a song like this to have that happen. Now, where the strength of this song lies is in the other part of that. Not a notational standpoint, but from a rhythmic standpoint. The constant use of 3 against the 4, or the 3/4 against 6/8, or 4/4 against the 6/8, or just straight 6/8 at times. Here's why that was so effective. Number one, every single time that they would switch up, they gave you, as the listener, more than enough time to find the groove, establish the groove, and figure out which one of those two feelings works best for you. You could find the 6/8, and you could find the 3/4, or the 4/4, depending on where we are in the song. And you can listen to both and feel both grooves, and you will fall into one of them. One of them is going to click with you more than the other. That's perfectly natural. That's perfectly normal. Can you listen to both and groove? Sure, you absolutely can. But you're going to find yourself gravitating toward one or the other a little bit more. That's just human nature, folks. That's going to happen, okay? So they would give you more than enough time to find which one of those grooves works for you best and groove to it for quite a while. Sometimes almost to the point of becoming mundane, almost, but not quite, before they would switch gears. Now, when they would switch gears, I want to be very clear on this. They never changed time signature, not once. That 6/8 was prominent all the way through. Actually, I'm sorry. There was one place where it switched to 4/4. Straight 4/4, no 6/8 present whatsoever. There was one spot. It didn't last for very long. It only lasted, I think, for about 8 measures or 16 measures, depending if you're counting straight time or half time. It only lasted for X number of measures, and then it went back into the 6/8 again. There was that one section, but other than that, throughout the rest of the song, it was 6/8. Just for funsies, I decided to go, after I was done listening, I decided to go onto a couple of websites and, search for, time signatures for this song. You would not believe how many, I hate to say this, but you would not believe how many morons there are out there who are saying, oh, it's in 7/8. I never once found 7/8. Not once. There was no 7/8 in this song. There was one that said, oh, it flips between 5/8 dominantly in the chorus, and then it's 6/8, in the verses, and then there's a breakdown section where it goes into 7/4, and I'm like, where? where did that happen? I did not see any of that in the song anywhere. No, for me, from what I heard, 6/8, like 98% of the song was in dominantly 6/8. There was that one section, like I said, that went to 4/4. But there was also a lot of play of 3/4 against the 6/8. So you had the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and it was like, whoa, okay, well, you could pick either way. And then there were other places where we had the 4, like I showed you in that one section where we had Danny playing 6/8, playing 3/4. No, it wasn't Danny, it was Adam playing a straight 4/4 guitar rhythmic pattern over everybody else doing 6/8. Justin and Danny both doing 6/8. A lot of playing with that kind of feel against feel, and every single time it would work. It kept the song fresh. It kept the song interesting. Just when I was starting to get a little bit, starting to get, I start to, fall into the I'm getting a little bored category. No, and then they would rip me right out of it by changing up the feel in some way, shape, or form. That is not easy to do for a 14-minute long song. You would think, well, we're going to start running out of ideas. They didn't. I mean, yeah, they would come back to the well. I mean, they came back to the 6/8 against the 3/4 a number of times, but every time they did, there was little subtle differences in the pattern that Danny Carey was coming up with some great variations of the same theme. 6/8, yes, but switching up the patterns to fit within the 6/8, but yet add that differential. So that was really nice. I think Adam and Justin and Danny did an outstanding job with the song. Maynard, unfortunately, he was in the song. He made his appearance felt here and there, but it was very sporadic, and it didn't last for very long. I think the longest he lasted was those last about 2 minutes or 2.5 minutes of the song, is where he really, for those last 2.5, 3 minutes, he sang consistently all the way through. But prior to that, it was 4 measures here, 8 measures there. And it was very sporadic. I don't feel like his vocal delivery or his vocal performance was really showcased to the best of his ability. Now, what he sang fit the song, absolutely. But I've heard way better from him in the past on other songs. He did contribute in a positive way, though, so I can't take anything away from it. While it may not be notationally all that impressive, I've heard far more impressive work from them on a notational standpoint. The creativity and the usage of 6/8 in multiple different ways really kept me invested in the song. I think they did a great job doing that, which is why overall I'm giving the song the grade score of 8.8. I feel good about that score, and that's where we're going to stay. So let's wrap everything up here in a nice shiny bow, shall we? We have an 8.8, which is a great skill rating, 4 out of 5 stars, and an A letter grade. Take your pick. I don't care, whichever one of those floats your boat. Final word, final score, I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hopefully I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, that did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference at all to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, well then by all means, feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for tonight, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.